Hey Jeff.
Yeah, Zane.
You know what today is? If you say son.
Oh, it's second pour.
That's right. And today we're gonna review a what?
A whiskey.
Not any whiskey.
An American single malt whiskey.
And that's right. And when are we gonna do it?
Well, we're gonna review Clermont Steep right after this. Welcome to Second Pour. My name's Jeff.
And I'm Zane.
And today we are going to review
Clermont Steep,
an American single malt whiskey. Yeah, because last week we talked about how whiskey is now regulated.
Not whiskey, but the American
single malt is
now regulated.
And we're going to review the whiskey that we tried because Jim Beam decided to enter the American single malt whiskey market.
Is this something that you should have or not?
Well, let's talk about that.
Let's do it.
So this is Clermont Steep. It is 40% ABV 94 proof. Its mash bill is 80% standard malted barley, 20% golden pilsner malted barley. It is aged 5 years. Distilled by Jim Beam Distillery by master 8th generation master distiller Fred B. No. And it runs for $49.99.
So is that a budget whiskey?
Is $49.99 a budget whiskey? Didn't we have this question like last time?
I think we did.
I don't know.
And we're not going to talk about it today.
Do you feel like when you spend $50, that's budget? That's what I thought. Hey, let's pour this up. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I'm gonna pour mine up first this time. That's all.
You need to pour yours up first. It's only fair.
That's right, because, you know, there you go.
I appreciate it.
Hey, you're welcome. Hang on, we'll put the cork back on this. So normally on this show, we do 3 things before we do the big thing.
Yeah, well, we smell the whiskey and we get the nuances of what's on the nose.
Through a process we call
snorking.
And then we
look and see what the experts say about that, and then we see if the manufacturer says the same thing that we did.
Did you just do it again?
I can't help it. I can't help myself.
Okay, so then we taste
the
whiskey,
and then we kind of go about it and talk about what we think we're tasting,
and then we look at the experts who made the whiskey. You know,
yeah,
Fred No,
8-year No Man,
and 8th generation, and we see what they say we should be tasting.
8th generation, that's a big difference. I've been doing it for 8 years, my God.
8 years old. I mean, that'd be illegal. And so you imagine a drunk 8-year-old at the distillery. Well, yeah, that's Jim Beam. Okay, and then we finish the whiskey.
Finish him.
Yeah, of course.
And tell you what we think the finish is.
And then, of course, again, reiterate the data together.
And then at the end of all that, we culminate this experience
with a rating system that we've devised.
And you may or may not agree with it. We really don't care.
Yeah, it's all right. And so, deal with it.
So for now, we're going to
begin the quest.
Let's sniff this.
Is it unfair to say it smells like it tastes?
Sort of, but you know, there's a scent. There's a scent that I didn't notice when we first tried it back at Whiskey Pop.
Yeah.
Tangerine.
Tangerine?
Yeah, it smells like tangerines.
You mean like literally citrusy tangerine?
Yeah, tangerines, maybe mandarin oranges.
Okay. Let me
see where I'm going with that? It's there, isn't it? Citrusy, kind of orangey, kind of like those chocolate orange things, you know, where you put chocolate around an orange.
I mean, I think it smells more like a Whopper covered orange than it would have.
I feel like for American single malts, it doesn't smell like a standard American single malt.
No, this one does not smell the same.
We've had a lot of American single malts.
No, I know, but...
And it does not smell like American single malt.
But it does have the hint. Let's just put it that way.
The hint of malt.
The hint of
Well, being that it's 100% malted barley of some type.
Yeah.
It's going to be malty. You say Whopper, well, of course. I mean, Whoppers are made of... Malted balls. Should we say what they say we should be getting out of the nose?
Do they have malted balls?
It's gonna be malted balls with some viscous cream. It is toasted malt, caramel, toffee, and confectionery candies.
Yeah, see, that's...
Tangerine. I'm getting orange, man. There's a little bit of tangerine, you know, mandarin.
I mean,
Are you getting orange, David?
No, here's the thing.
I'm drinking Stranahan.
He's drinking.
Try that instead.
Why is there Stranahans nearby? This is a review for Clermont Steep. It's American single malt. There's a bottle of
You traitor!
Stranahans over here. Our producer is drinking Stranahans while we're trying to review this.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the review.
All I wanted to say on the smell, and this is important. I didn't know that circus peanuts, the candy,
I like circus peanuts.
I do too. I didn't know that flavor was banana. My whole life I ate those and never got banana. I thought it was a unique flavor to itself.
You're not allowed to say that when I don't have any here to say you're crazy.
But after I found out they were banana, I was like, oh, of course they are. I feel like this is that kind of thing.
Why are they shaped like a peanut?
Exactly. Circus peanut smell. That's what I get.
Well, that's confectionery.
Well, there it is.
But I thought circus peanuts just tasted like sugar.
Not banana. See, that was the thing.
If I had a banana here in my hand right now, and I had a circus peanut in my hand right now,
They don't
I'm pretty
equate.
freaking sure they ain't gonna meet.
What did they not do?
They don't meet.
That's right. All right, well, let's taste this thing. Let's do it.
You gotta read nothing like in hell and whiskey.
One eternity later.
Woo! Did you feel that one?
I did.
So we wanna taste this?
I say we taste it.
I think I already have one, so cheers. I get a lot of toasty with that.
A lot of Dan Forden, you're saying?
What?
Toasty. Mortal Kombat.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, toasty.
Okay.
A lot of toasty up front on that.
And I'm gonna steal your thunder here.
Steal it.
It's briny as hell.
Yeah, we talked about that off camera.
Yeah.
After we had it the first time with Whiskey Pop, we're like, yeah, it's kind of briny. It's almost, I wouldn't say fish briny, but it does remind you
Yeah,
of
it's
that.
got to be a sour mash or something.
So to talk about that, I remember when I was doing some research on this bottle after we bought it. There's a lot of information about this bottle. They're being pretty upfront.
Yeah, okay.
I want to look at that again. The thing that clues me in is the Beam family yeast. We know for a fact that a lot of Beam products are sour mash.
Yes.
That brininess, I think, is coming from the yeast that is being used to produce this American single malt.
This is done that way because they want this one to stand out in taste and smell and flavor, even from other
Yes,
American single malt.
I think so. I think they're trying to take the standard that has now been set and like sit on that.
And yeah,
Like they're trying to create
trying to play with it.
yeah, they're playing with it already. Already, we've just now clearly this has been bottled and produced long before the standard,
Yes.
but they knew where this was headed. Now, finish wise, off camera,
Took you a long time to get finished with that last one, but I don't think that.
I happened to at least breathe in at the same time as I took a drink of it, and about lost my. So because of that, it's really long lasting right now. So I'm really out on being able to tell you if it's long lasting or not because it's still there.
Yeah, it's got a chewing finish.
Yeah, I feel
think.
like that.
And
Yeah.
it's definitely the malt stays with you at the end. You pass the brine.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this is definitely has some longer legs on the finish, but it's not heated finish.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's a lot of heat there, but I do feel like that.
After taking the sip, and we've been talking like about 35 seconds to a minute here.
Yeah, it's still there.
It's still there, but I'm actually getting the flavor profile still rests there with that malted barley, and it's really good.
Want to see what they say? The finish
That's probably a good idea.
is gonna blow your mind.
By God, I bet it is.
What did you say initially that it tasted like or smelled like?
I thought it was like a circus peanut.
And then you said recently circuit peanut you just realized tastes like
Banana.
They say the finish is long, peppery, vanilla, almonds, and bananas.
Bullshit.
Bananas.
It does say that. Circus peanuts. Hey.
So if you love
Oh
circus
my God.
peanuts, you're
God
probably going to
damn.
love this American single malt. If you hate circus peanuts, you may not like this American single malt.
Yeah, there it is.
All right, so we rate this on a 5-finger scale.
Yeah, 5-finger meaning we just want all.
4 being,
It's really good. We need more.
3 being,
Yes, please.
2 being,
This is good whiskey.
and 1 being.
Hey, it's whiskey.
Okay, so
So there's no real bad score.
there's not a bad score. I mean,
But there
if
is
you get
a
1.
There is a better score.
There's better scores than 1. I really, honestly, I don't know where I sit on this.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. I'm gonna
Let's
take
take
a
another sip.
drink. See?
It's different,
It is different.
but it's good.
It's not your standard American single malt, I don't think.
No, but the more I have of it, the more malty it is.
It's very malty.
And
And I guess.
all right,
Peanutty.
I think I know where.
Okay, go ahead.
This is a 3.5.
Wow.
Because this is kind of hitting all the buttons. There's a lot going on.
Okay.
Obviously, I do like malt a lot as well.
I like malted chocolate shakes and stuff.
And the thing that I do like about this, as we've been going along, is the profile that I was initially, like
What
what's
you
in
were
your
looking for?
what's in your face. You get over that part, and then you start pulling more and more out of it. And I like something that's going to give me an experience as I go through it.
Well, to be clear, I do like circus peanuts.
Okay, there you go.
And I do like malted stuff too, like malted Whoppers and chocolate malts and those things. I give it a 3.
You give it a 3.
I give it a 3. I wanted to kind of give it a 2.5, but I feel like with them trying to do something new with American single malt,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm hip to that.
So what's kind of knocking it down some for you? Is it the brininess of it? Is just a little too much?
There's a little too much brininess
And the
going on
fact
there.
that you just sucked it down with your lungs.
And earlier, I actually sucked it down the wrong tube. But I mean, no, I think some of it for me that's kind of throwing me off is I have some expectations of American single malt.
We've had some really good American
I mean,
single malts.
to be fair, there is a bottle of Stranahan sitting around here.
To be fair.
And to be
Hey.
fair, I would be willing to crack this open and, open this and just.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on.
Hypothetically,
Just-
just want to kind of compare it to like
Just
another.
a little bit.
I know there's a little bit of that in here. Let's recognize that there's some peanutty circus peanuts in this.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'll give David some, but I know he's already had some.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not really going to apologize too much, but this is way effing better than that.
Yeah.
Agreed.
The whole room agrees. That is way effing better than that.
Way better.
So I'm not saying don't go buy Clermont Steep.
No, I think it's got its place.
It's just not the American single malt that I'm after.
I think this is decent. I had fun with this.
So what about you? Have you had Clermont Steep yet? Are you curious about malted barley's, the American single malt malted barley entry? If so, let us know in the comments down
Below.
And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And most importantly, ding Zane's dong.
That's because it's right there for you to ding it. And then that way, every time it gets its little rattly dat, you know that
There's new episodes
New
out.
episodes coming for you.
Either
You know what I
whiskey
mean?
pop episodes or new reviews of whiskey that we're trying right now. So,
Hey,
if there's an American single malt whiskey you want to see us review,
let us know in the comments down below
and
because
we
want
will
to try it.
We want to try it. And so in the meantime, you guys seem to be geeky. Go get you some American single malt. Enjoy the American single malt entry into this
Into this world.
industry, I guess.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
Cheers.
cheers.